Om, 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 Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha, Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha, Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Brahma Mirastiparan Takare, Banu Shashi Bamisita, Buddha Sha Guru Sha Shukra, Shani Rahu Ketiva, Sarvigraha Shantikara Bhavantu. Om Hrim Shukraya Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha. Well, greetings and welcome to Cosmic Kev 100, your weekly astro videozine, where we take the planets, their signs, the houses, and we have a wonderful mix. I often insert some Jyotish Vedic astrology into it too, the sidereal astrology, because that's ultimately what I do for people that really know me. But let's talk about where the moon is at in Jyotish. If we were looking at the sky today, we'd find it in the constellation of Aquarius. And the part of Aquarius that the moon is in is a lunar mansion known as Shatabishak. And Shatabishak is ruled by the north node of the moon. Its ruling deity is known as Varuna. It's symbolic of 100 doctors or 100 flowers. And it will be moving later on this evening into Uttara Bhadrapada, which is the beginning of the funeral pyre. And that's a Jupiter-ruled nakshatra. So there's an element, both of these lunar mansions in the sign of Aquarius, it's like we want to make connection, but we want to make connection with God. We want to make connection with our grandkids. We want to make connection with people that really need our help. You know, that's, I think, the real message behind these nakshatras. And Shatabishak, has a lot of medical knowledge, a lot of ability to help. It's not always the most friendly, because sometimes, you're a smart person and you've been burned and you get a little weary, like, oh, who are these people? What's this going to entail? And so you have to kind of back off from that. Okay. Now, we do have a new moon coming on Tuesday, and that's Tuesday the 7th at 8:22 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I mean, the moon is going to be right around sunset. You won't be able to see it because it's new, right? It's dark. It'll be in the constellation of Aries in a lunar mansion known as Bharani. Bharani's symbol is the vulva or the yoni. This is the place where we all come out of. So there's something very essential about it. Bharani's all in the constellation of Aries. It's ruled by Venus, though. So you have this Mars-ruled sign of the zodiac, Aries, and then you have this Venus-ruled portion of the sky, which is Bharani. It's ruled by Yama, and Yama can mean observation, it can mean practice. He's also the god of death. And we say every death is a birth, every birth is a death. This is considered a very creative nakshatra, and there's a lot of passion for creating things, doing things that are pleasurable for you. Yama's son of the sun. And so there is that observational quality of truth, but also, being the god of death, he's also kind of like, he's Saturn's half-brother, and Saturn does not do well in Bharani. This is where Saturn gets debilitated. So Saturn's exalted in Libra, and so that's because Libra loves justice, and somehow they're friends, even though there's some harshness in it. But anyhow, if you're going through a death, know that birth is around the corner, and if you're going through some kind of birth and stuff, to value it, because something's going to have to die to make it live. I'm going to go sign by sign now. Before I do that, in Western astrology today, the moon's in Pisces. So in tropical astrology, Pisces moon, we have a good imagination, and we have a lot of faith, and we have a lot of empathy for others. And this is sort of, tail end of a cycle. Now, the new moon in Western astrology is going to be in Taurus. That's an exalted new moon. I think no matter what way you look at it, it's going to be a good start to a new week. In Western astrology, Venus is in Taurus, Mars is in Aries. So I think some of that traditional, male-female kind of hyped up, possibly lusty or just appreciating each other kind of energy is more emphasized during this time of year. It's a youthful energy, that's how bharani is, it's just youthful. So, when you're young, you just know what it means to be young. When you're older, you've been young and you know what it means to be young. So greetings, Aries. Welcome to your horoscope. Mars in the first house, you're getting a lot of charge out of that. Venus in the second house. I mean, I think Venus and Taurus makes all of us in general want to eat more. This weekend, there's a lot of planets in your 12th house, so there's kind of a sense of loss. I wouldn't expect too much out of it, as we go later into the week. By Sunday, moon will be in Aries, and you'll be back on your game, I guess. You'll be feeling whatever it is you need to feel. Even Sunday, yeah. Sunday, Saturday afternoon, moon's in Aries. It's all about you after that. Greetings, Taurus. Welcome to your horoscope. Happy birthday if you are a Taurus person having a birthday this week. I know Steve O'Brien's having a birthday. Hi, Steve. Happy birthday to you. My friend Tyler up in Medford. Happy birthday to Tyler. And I'm sure I missed a lot of different people here this week having birthdays. I missed Mark Wuppolt last week. Anyhow, happy birthday to Mark too. So if you're having a birthday, and my nephew in France, Sean Durkin's having a birthday. He's a young dragon, so that means he's 24. You're 24, and you're the youngest nephew. This is just not fair. Anyhow, when you're in your own season, so this is Taurus season because tropical astrology is based on seasons. You're in the middle of it. Things tend to go a little bit more your way. Now, one thing that happened last week is that Jupiter went into sidereal or Vedic Taurus, which really brings that earthy quality. It really gives this more spiritual edge to manifesting, to being generous, helping others, and also receiving things. It can go either way, but you should be luckier than usual. Greetings, Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope. Taurus time, Taurus is your 12th house. 12th house is sort of a house of loss. It's also your intuition. It's also where you sleep. It's also people you have karma with a lot of times, and it's a place where you can kind of feel isolated. And it's just sort of like you're in this incubation period and you're about to give birth to Gemini time. One thing about Jupiter in Taurus is that you should be paying more attention to your spiritual life, that you really want to birth this year, with God's blessing, and not be seeking other means of satisfaction, like alcohol and drugs or other methods of escape, thrill seeking, whatever it is. We all want a distraction, but this is also a time where we can make a big difference and move our best feet forward. And you never know. I mean, the Pisces planets, like this weekend, you might manifest a little extra cash, or just go to a party. Greetings, Cancer. Welcome to your horoscope. So it's like the moon is going to be new in Taurus. Well, Taurus is an exalted moon. That's the 11th house. It's a good time for a new moon party. Get your friends, your older sisters or brothers together and have a little ritual of like what you want to accomplish during this spring and summer, and help yourself with that, and just enjoy all the earth has to offer. I mean, it's a good time to plant a garden too. That's what I would do. Plant a garden, get things growing. You know, when people ask what's growing on, you'll say, "Hey, I'm growing on," and you know, it's a good it's a good Friday night, good Saturday morning, and you know, you might have to take care of some responsibilities later this weekend. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your horoscope. So, you know, Taurus rules your midheaven. And so, with this new moon, a lot of changes could happen at work. A lot of things about your career, how you're presenting yourself, how you're performing, all of those could easily come into play. And that's something worth checking out right now. That's something worth working on. And your performance. You know, if you're a performer, you're more likely to be in that play, to be seen with your musical instrument or your paintbrush or whatever form of art, cooking. You know, it might be cooking for other people. All these things can happen. And it sounds like an enjoyable time, really. All right, greetings Virgo, welcome to your horoscope. So you're an earth sign, Taurus is an earth sign. This is a good time of year. Taurus rules the ninth house. Ninth house rules travel. Ninth house rules father. Ninth house rules teachers. Ninth house rules helping others, but also being really blessed and good fortune happening to you while you're being blessing others. That's really, generally speaking, how it works. So anything you give is going to be coming back to you and multiplied. All right. Greetings, Libra. Welcome to your horoscope. So, you know, Taurus is another Venus-ruled sign like you. Only Taurus occupies the 8th house. 8th house is transformation. 8th house is other people's money, other people's property. It's also studies into occult science, things like astrology, tarot, imagine palm reading, even handwriting analysis, dream analysis. All of this could come under that. And it's also the house of like inheritance and death, and sometimes birth too. So it's kind of this messy house, really. And there's a lot of passion there. There's some incredible wisdom. It's sort of like, you know, some people say it's where we make up for past karma kind of lumps, you know, and whatever we can receive with gratitude, even the unpleasant things, we're able to go through them quicker and hopefully achieve whatever lessons we need to learn from it. And, you know, the main thing is like, and you're good at this anyhow, it's just like letting other people have the power and have their day in the sun and, you know, just zip it till things get better. That's basically it. Greetings, Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope. I mean, Taurus is your partnership sign. A lot of planets in Pisces too this weekend. So it's like a really good weekend for love for Scorpio. You know, that would be what I would say, a really good weekend for creativity, a good weekend in your career space, that, you know, there is a significant amount of growth, a significant amount of opportunity for you. And, you know, Friday looks good, Friday night. You know, Saturday, it might be a little bit of work. It's like, it seems like you'll be doing more work later in the weekend. And then with the new moon, you know, things kind of settle down. They get very peaceful. And there's this nice sensual, reciprocative relationship between Taurus and Scorpio. Well, greetings, Sagittarius, and welcome to your horoscope. So we still have Mars in Aries, and Venus is in Taurus, and Mercury's in Aries. Mars and Mercury aren't necessarily friends, but you know, Mercury could at least get you to use a little bit of reasoning before you do the action, and it might add some really great creative ideas, because this is all happening in the 5th house. Now, Taurus is about service for you and watching your health and being a team player. And, you know, you might have a much more kind of stubborn, stodgy coworker, and you're having to deal with their situation because it's Taurus time, and that stodgy, stubborn coworker comes in all, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you'll do your best, and you'll get through this. You know, and that's basically it. All right. Greetings, Capricorn. Welcome to your horoscope. And yeah, well, I mean, as you can see, all the planets, boom, 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 way down there. I mean, we do have the North Node up here. I mean, South Node up here, holding up the whole thing like an upside down umbrella. But upside down umbrellas are good at collecting rain. They're not really good at protecting you from the rain. So this is a really deep emotional time for Capricorns. And, our Capricorn moons or Capricorn suns. But, Capricorn being an earth sign, Taurus works really well for you. It rules your 5th house. So this is things about children. And this is a lucky house. This is a house that likes travel and education. And it also likes blessings. It's a Dharma house. It's where you take good action. So I think there's something happy and heartfelt. Even for Capricorn. Yes, indeed. Well, greetings, Pluto. Welcome to your horoscope. Greetings, Pluto. Greetings, Aquarius. I'm here. Blah, blah. Yeah, well, it's about having Pluto in the 1st house. Gives you a lot of insights. If you're a January Aquarius, this is where you're going to feel the most, you're the people who will feel the most transformation. It's like you die to something to live for something else, basically. And but one of the gifts of Pluto, I think, is keen insights. And there's an area of regeneration. There's social regeneration. I mean, because there's artificial intelligence and electronics are associated with Aquarius, a lot of this on a general, any far outer planets, more social general than personal specific. So don't get too bunched up about it. Moon starting out in Pisces this week, along with Neptune and Saturn. There's still this feeling of a need to manifest something that's spiritually worthy, built to last, and you might make some money this weekend. You never know. Let's just go over to Pisces now. Greetings, Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope. I mean, it's definitely leading to a more introspective time. I mean, things that I see are a lot of core issues about how you were brought up might come up this week. And, Friday, Saturday morning, great days, Moon is in Pisces, you're feeling it. Taurus you're friendly to you overall. Taurus is siblings a lot of times for Pisces, old friends, cousins, people you've known since you were in high school or college, maybe even earlier. And it's like a library. It's like there's this discovery of life. You're like thumbing through the pages, gaining information, working with your hands, doing more art, making pretty pictures, and it's kind of like you're growing into yourself in a good way. So a great week to be Pisces. Good time to journal too. I mean, take down those thoughts, write those songs. Thank you so much, all you new subscribers. Thank you for sharing. Don't forget to share this video if you can. Don't forget to like, push the bell notification, and God, keep the comments coming, because I love you all so very much. Om Shanti 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 Om Tat Sat.